We might have just seen the biggest scam in gaming history, because a game called Ashes of Creation, which was a Kickstarter MMORPG back in 2016 and raised over $3 million, making it one of the most successful Kickstarters of all time, was recently released on December 11th last year, and only 1.5 months later, it was already taken down, and with that, the studio basically shut down, with most devs laid off or resigning from the company. But why did this happen? Well, first off, they raised a lot of fucking money because they promised so much to the player, quoting, "something ambitious, durable, and worth your investment," which, by the way, is a sentence that comes from the team behind Ashes of Creation only 2 days before the studio imploded, promising a system where the players control everything. Mind you, this is a Kickstarter that raised over $3 million. I have no idea how, with choices mattering, with positive and negative effects on the game, including stuff like politics and economy, which is an insane reach. I'm sorry, that's a few people. How was that ever going to happen? With supporter packs going from $25 to $10k, and over the years, different versions of the game were pushed out to the supporters with rather unfortunate success and not fulfilling the promises made. Who could have guessed? Me, I guess. And when the game finally came out on December 11th, nothing was like it promised. There was bugs, cheaters, features that weren't there. The game was all around lackluster, very much reflected in the Steam reviews. Shit has worse reviews than fucking Concord and Gollum, and only 2 months after the launch, the game was shut down. So why even launch it? Well, there's a sentence in the Kickstarter that very much explains why. And finally, in the case that Ashes of Creation does not launch, we promise to refund backers in full. So they just launched the game in the state that it was, so they would avoid not having to pay back $3 million that probably didn't even exist anymore anyway. And trust me, they were fully aware that this was going to happen because the studio legitimately closed down because they ran out of funds.